Hello, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to the ESPN NEL for 2K5 Packers franchise. We got some work that we got to do. It's going to start off with recapping week number 11. It's been a minute since we posted this, but we are 4-6, about to take on the 4-6 St. Louis Rams. Raiders over the Chargers. Raiders are also 4-6. The Cardinals can't buy a win right now. Emmitt Smith led their team with 2 receptions. That's how bad it is. They have not won a game just yet. Ravens over the Cowboys, 30-20. The Ravens are 5-5. 49ers over those Buccaneers. The 49ers are also 5-5. Now let's go to our game. We don't get no love. ESPN, like what's happening? The Houston Texans get the highlight. It's gonna be Dominique Davis crossing the goal line, touchdown Houston. That'll be the only touchdown of the game for them. We would win 20-7, and that would give us our 4-6 record. The Eagles are 6-4 with a win over Washington. Washington is also a 4-6 football team. Patriots over the Chiefs. The Patriots 7-3. Tom Brady 19-45. Under 200 yards passing, but the Patriots get the win, and that's what's most important to them. Let's head to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the big boss, Randy Moss, is doing big boss, Randy Moss type things. That's an easy pitch and catch touchdown for him. The Vikings beat the Lions. The Lions are 7-3. Vikings move on to 8-2. Colts and the Bears. The Bears, they lose. The Colts, they win 20-17. Miami over Seattle as the Dolphins win 10-7. The Dolphins are back at 500. Giants, they beat the Falcons 7-6. It's like almost the Braves and the Yankees, Braves and the Mets type game right there. Buffalo, they would take on those St. Louis Rams, and it's not going to be Marshall's the young guy from Oregon State. Steven Jackson, he had a rocket to his back. They lift that thing, and he explodes to the end zone. Touchdown there. The Rams will get the win 24-17 over the 8-2 Buffalo Bills. We take on the Rams. They are 4-6 just like us. Jaguars over those Tennessee Titans. The Jaguars are 3-7. Saints over those Broncos, 41-24. Saints 8-2. Broncos are also a 4-6 football team. Ricky Williams, the other Ricky Williams, I believe from Texas Tech, he signs a 4-year deal. You don't only see 4-year deals given to running backs of his caliber halfway through the season, but hey, I ain't hating on the player. Get your money. And then Bacon, who doesn't like Bacon, going to Chicago to play cornerback on a 4-year deal. Going to get around 1.2. Is that 1.2 per year? Or is that the whole contract? Not quite sure. David Barrett, he is going to be out for the next 4 weeks with a torn bicep. That sounds like it hurts, but he will be back this season. Can't say the same for Jeff Mitchell. He's out for the season with a broken ankle. Hopefully he'll be back next year for those Carolina Panthers. Nick Ferguson, his season is also done with a torn ACL. You hate to see it, but it's part of the game. Now let's head to Cleveland. Those Jets get a boost from their special teams. Abraham getting biblical on them. 10-5, crosses the goal line, touchdown Jets on a punt return to the crib. The Jets would win 25-7. The Jets are back at 500. Fred Taylor, Gannon, Ogunleye, and Walker are your prime time players. Now it's time for us to be under the lights, in the rain, taking on those St. Louis Rams. Okay, maybe not the rain. It could rain. Doesn't look like it will rain, but it could. It's kind of overcast. It's night. It's Lambeau. I mean, who doesn't like a night game at Lambeau? Historic Lambeau Field here with the Green Bay Packers. We are desperate for a win. We're going to take a knee to start off the ball game, take over at the 20-yard line. But again, we are desperate for a win. So are the Rams, but more so us. We care about us here in Green Bay. There goes Ahman Green. Races up the field for a first down, and that's how you want to start off the ball game. We're going to take that all day long. I formation. Give it to Green here again. Gonna follow his blocker Henderson and pick up 2 yards there. 2nd down and 8. We're gonna drop back. Favre under pressure, but throws it quickly. Gonna find Driver, and this drive is looking good as we find ourselves in St. Louis Ram territory. And then Adam Archuleta and Little combine on the stop. We get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Favre's gonna roll left, heaves it deep, caught by Driver again. And that's a first down just on the other side of the 20. Going back to Driver. Feed me, Seymour. And Driver's going to pick up a first down brought down by Fisher. And that's going to be a chain mover there. First down and 10. Give it to Davenport. Davenport going to get bulldog down. Big hit on the Miami prodigy. But he will pick up a gain of 4. And then number 4 is like, let me do the rest. Let me use my feet. Let me use my skills. Touchdown. And the Packers are going to enjoy a 6-point lead over those St. Louis Rams. The PAT will be up and good, so it will be a 7-point lead that we enjoy. Jackson from inside the zone 5 up to the 20, and then he gets brought down by Carroll at the 23-yard line. Mark Bolger fires it, caught by Isaac Bruce right at that first down marker, gain of 10 in the first down. They give it to Marshall Faulk. And Marshall's able to work his way upfield for a solid pickup of 4 yards. Can our defense keep this high-powered offense of the Rams in check will probably be the question. They give it to the fullback. Get your fullbacks involved, and that's going to result in a gain of 8. Then Marshall does the rest. First down there from the former Indianapolis Colt. They give it to him again, and he's going to pick up another first down, and he's up over 12,000 yards rushing for his career. Standing ovations all around from Marshall Faulk. Bolger heaves it to the left side, caught by Torrey Hope. And this game could easily well be a shootout with these two offenses, two of the very best receiving cores, two of the very best running backs, and 2 quarterbacks that can light it up. That pass is caught. That's going to be a first down. Draw play to Faulk. Faulk turns it upfield. Gets away from Jason Sehorn, who was a one-time Ram. And Faulk takes this one inside the 5. They hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Give it to Faulk again. Touchdown. Marshall Faulk is going to tie this thing up at 7 apiece. And again, if we don't keep pace with them, we might be in trouble. I know we scored first, but my goodness gracious. And now Ryan Pickett with the sack. And I think in the future, he's going to play for the Packers in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl versus the Steelers. Somebody's going to tell him to spill it, Pickett. He's going to spill it, and the running back going to get cleaned up, and there's going to be a fumble, and that might be the turning point. They get another sack, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 19. Favre looking, throwing it deep. It's caught by Walker, who gains 18. So we come up 1 yard shy, and that's going to take us to the 2nd quarter of play. So the Rams defense holds. Can the Packers defense hold now, or will the Rams go down and score easily? There goes Bolger. He slides in the first with a first down in his back pocket. 2nd down and 9. They're going to run the ball with Faulk, and Faulk going to try to get busy, and he does get busy for a good gain. He's setting up 3rd down and manageable. 7 rushes, 38 yards. Not a bad way to start the ball game. Bolger heaves it downfield, nearly intercepted by a Sharper. He is able to knock it away, though. So we will take over with a defensive stop at our own 18-yard line. Our offense back on the field, going to give it to Amon Green, who picks up 4 yards. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Favre going to heave this one deep, looking for our 2nd-string tight end, Martin. And Martin is going to take it to the crib. Where's Gina when you need her? Touchdown, Packers. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered, an old-school Lambeau leap, as we put 7 up on the board. And again, when we stop the Rams offense, we got to put points up on the board because they can score quick, fast, and in a hurry. They're going to give this thing to Marshall Faulk. And Marshall Faulk breaks a tackle, and he's going to get brought down. They're going to give him forward progress, I'm assuming, because they say it was a gain of 7. He ain't going to get 7 on that play. We get to him there with Jackson. There's going to be a loss of 1. 3rd down and 4, big hit, and down goes Bolger. Jackson with the sack. And that's exactly what we needed, a 3 and out. And now we can apply some pressure to the St. Louis Rams team. As if we can go up by 2 scores, that might change the dynamic of this ball game, especially with the 2nd quarter coming to an end with 3 minutes on the clock. Favre to the left side. Get your fullbacks involved. Henderson takes a big hit, though, but he does pick up 3 yards. So Favre dropping back. 3rd down. Taking a shot deep. Walker bobbles it, but makes the catch. They left him wide open. And that's a mistake by the Rams secondary. And Favre is hot. He is in fuego. 3rd down. Thrown it to the right side. Caught by Ford. That 86 always gives me Antonio Freeman vibes and Antonio Freeman flashbacks. Not always good, me being a Niner fan, but much respect. 2nd down and 8. Brett Favre going to drop back 2 tight ends to the right, going to heave it to the left side and get your moss on Javon Walker. He's like, I'm the real 84. There's a fake 84 over there in Minnesota. His words, not mine. 21-7 is the score as we go to the halftime break. We have put some real pressure on this Rams team. The Rams, though, again, one of the best offenses in the league, one of the better receiving corps, probably behind us. We have 3 receivers that can really get it done. They're going to have to do something this second half. Hopefully our defense can continue to put them in check, but we have 243 yards of total offense. They have a $121. Our quarterback is outdueling their quarterback. Not only does he have 2 passing touchdowns, but also has a rushing touchdown. Marshall Faulk, like, I got a rushing touchdown too, but you ain't got no passing TD though. Look at this one. To Martin to eat. About to take this one down the sideline, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. He would end it with a Lambeau leap. That's always nice to see. The fans love it. Brett Favre getting all the love in the world. 9 of 10 for 197 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air as well. So although the Rams are down by 14, they do get the ball first in the second half, and Steven Jackson going to take this one up to the 29-yard line. So decent field position for them to start off with. Draw play to Marshall Faulk. Nice spin move. Gets caught from behind and brought down by Sehorn and Jackson. Bolger looking downfield, hangs on to the ball too long. Niall Diggs gets in there for the takedown. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 11. They fire to the right side, and Isaac Bruce takes a big hit. And that pass will hit the grass. Isaac Bruce, very good receiver, but never known to be the biggest guy on the field. We run the ball right into Pickett. And Pickett's going to knock down our running back for a loss of 1. We give it back to Amon Green, though. Brought down by the face mask by Adam Archuleta. That's what it looked like to me.
Face mask, number 31.
And the refs agree. So it's going to be the 5-yard variety, so not quite a first down. So 2nd down and 1 now turns into 3rd down and 1. We give it back to Green, and Green will pick up the first down. Now, it's kind of early to start being worried about the clock, but again, if we can take the air out the football, maybe we can secure a victory earlier than later if we just deny St. Louis the ball back. Looking downfield is Favre, and we should have thrown it to the flat, but shoulda, woulda, coulda never get the job done. Adam Archuleta makes up for that face mask with a sack on Mr. Brett Favre. Now Bolger's going to tuck it and run it, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 4. Do the Rams have a 3rd down conversion in them? It's been tough sledding for them. They're going to run the ball with Falk, and Falk is not going to get it. This Packers defense deserves all the flowers as they are shutting down this Rams offense, and that pass going to be caught by Driver, and Favre continues to stay hot passing the football. 2nd down and 10, toss play to Green, and Green going to take this one across the yellow line. I was trying to get charged up to deliver a stiff arm to Adam Archuleta, but he is there for the stop. We're averaging just under 4 yards a carry as Green gets another carry here, just a gain of 1. It looked a little bit more to me, but I might be a little bit biased. But it is 21-7 as we head to the 4th quarter of play. 2nd down and 9. Favre dropping back and throw this one to the flat to Henderson. Gotta get your fullbacks involved, man. And now we're looking at 3rd down and 4 after a 5-yard pickup. And Favre completed 92% of his passes for 221 and 3 touchdowns, including the one on the ground. So 2 through the air, 3 on the ground. We run the ball. Adam Archuleta been playing fabulous today. Gets to stop there, so we got to settle for a long field goal. Kick is up, kick is good, and we just knocked home a 50-plus yarder, and now we find ourselves up by 17, which is big. That's big. Field goals like that are big. Field goals that make it like a 6-point game, not that big. Field goals that make it a 13-point game, not that big. But when you can make it an extra possession game, that is big. So we will take that. 1st down, 10 yards to go from the 37-yard line. Mon Green up the gut, playing power football in that Rams secondary. Gain of 8 for him. 3rd down and 2. Favre's going to keep it, and Favre will pick up the 1st down. Ain't trying to get my man killed, but he's a tough Mississippi boy. Going to pick up a 1st down there. Throw it to your fullbacks. Get your fullbacks involved. Take this stiff arm to the bank And we got ourselves a first down, and time is starting to tick away from those Rams. 2 minutes on the clock. 3rd down and 7. Gonna fire it to Chapman. We really are getting everybody involved today. We're gonna get this one to Davenport, and Davenport's gonna cough it up. And the Rams are there for the recovery. So much for this ending this game the way that I wanted to. Running the ball and taking the air out the football. We fumble the football. Isaac Bruce catching the football. Bruce brought down as he crosses the 45-yard line deep in the Packers territory where they're trying to go. Right now they're on the other side as they find Torrey Holt, who makes the catch there. 2nd down and 10. To the left side, a perfect pass, a big hit by Sehorn, but Holt hangs on to it. They throw it to the end zone, broken up by Harris, but there's a flag down. And it's going to be holding on that offensive line. So 2nd down and goal, outside of the 10, outside of the 15 to be precise. They throw it up, and a big hit by Sehorn to dislodge the football from the receiver who was bobbling it anyway. Now Bolger fires it to the right side, caught by Holt, takes 2 to bring him down. So 4th and goal, 38 seconds on the clock, and we get the sack with Baja Bilamila. So big time play there, and that's going to end this football game. The Packers win 24-7. It looked like in the early going that we could be involved in a shootout. But the Rams offense was not ready for this Packers defense. 174 yards passing for the Rams, 71 yards rushing. We were able to force a turnover. No, we turned over the ball, but that really didn't matter. It was towards the end of the game with Davenport fumbling that thing. We did the only scoring in that second half, and it came right here with this field goal. That would give us a 17-point lead, and from there, it really did not look good for the Rams, and it really wasn't good for the Rams. This is with less than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Davenport will fumble it. The Rams will put together a decent drive, but they were unable to put any points up on the board. But this pass to Isaac Bruce was a very good one, and that got things going on the drive, but again, no points to show for it. They would end up going with the turnover on downs on 4th down, on 4th and goal to be more precise. So our prime time player of the game, or Boomer's player of the game, is going to be Brett Favre, one of his best days of the season. I mean, we've thrown for more yards, but 14 or 15 in 2K5, that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do, and this is straight up legend difficulty. I do not use a slider set for this game just because I feel like it changes too much. Things I don't want to change also changes. It sounds weird, but trust me, I've done it, and yeah, so this is a straight up legendary, and that's hard to do on legendary, but we done did it. That's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of the best of the day. 2 minutes, get my friends. Peace, love. House sauce.